Hello, for people who don't know me, my name's Erika, and I'm here to give you an insight as to how Camp Alleghany helped me land a real life job in an industry that actually has nothing to do with Alleghany, children, any of that. So I'm now a health and wellbeing coach for people with pre-diabetes. So I help people hopefully not get diabetes. And during my interview process, one of the things they wanted from us was to present something. So my job is a lot of one-to-ones, but also standing in front of big groups and giving presentations. And so they wanted to see how good you are at that kind of thing. They said you can do it on anything you would like. So I thought, I'm going to do it on Camp Alleghany. I was like, I know Gainey inside and out. This woman probably has no idea, well, I know she has no idea about Camp Alleghany, but she probably doesn't have any idea about camp at all. So I decided that's what I was going to do. And I gave her just a lowdown about day-to-day life, but because I knew it so well, I had that confidence that I could answer any questions that she threw at me. I could ad-lib, I could just give it as I wanted because I knew exactly what I was talking about. So that was number one. Gainey helps me with my presentation. Number two, as soon as I finished, the interviewer was like, I'm really glad that you presented on that actually, because that was something that I saw in your application and thought, I want to know more about, like, what is this? She's done it for quite a while, like, what has this involved? So number two, even if I hadn't done that presentation, it's a massive talking point straight away. It gets you, like, it relaxes you because you're talking about something that you know. So that's really great. And then number three, and I'm not over exaggerating when I say that probably every single question, except for I think about two or three that this lady asked me in my interview, I related to Alleghany in some way or another. So she asked me about talking in front of large groups. When have I done that? And I was like, well, dining hall, in assembly, in front of other counsellors, literally every day at camp I would be talking in front of big groups of people. She'd asked me about, have you ever given feedback to people? Have you ever received feedback? Yes, like as soon as a counsellor and all the way up, you're getting feedback from other people. But then as soon as you get into a higher position, you're giving that feedback to your peers as well. So I was like, yep, tick that box. Have you ever had to help anyone to achieve goals? Have you ever got someone from like start to finish? Yes, that is the whole point of Alleghany, is to get girls, help them progress and help them mature and develop throughout those however long they're there for, that week, those 3 weeks, 6 weeks. But also, as I taught sports and fitness, a lot of us set goals for the girls at the beginning of those sessions. So they are specific goals then, like we are actually setting goals. So I was like, yes, tick that box. Have you ever dealt with a difficult situation? Yes, every single day. And it got to the point where I was apologising for how much I was relating to camp. Obviously the interviewer was like, no, like this is your biggest experience, and I was like, do you know what it is? Like it's massive for me, and she personally was impressed about the time I'd spent there, but also the lack of time it had taken for me to progress. So from our point of view, camp, like you want to progress each year as you come back, get into that higher role, but from their point of view, you're only there for 8 weeks. So I've only been there for 3 lots of 8 weeks, and I've already gone from counsellor to head counsellor in that time. That's jumping like through multiple roles in the space of 8 times 3 is in the space of a short space of time. And from her point of view, that was really impressive. So for me, honestly, if it wasn't for Alleghany, and I know this sounds really cringy, but I don't think I would have got this job, because I walked in there with a confidence that I had all these skills that they wanted, and I had them all because I'd worked at Gainey. I'd never worked in this industry before. I'm now sat in a doctor's office, and it was because I'd built those skills from working at camp, and those kind of skills you can't get from doing voluntary work in the industry. Yes, you learn about that specific industry, but you don't get all that outside knowledge and experience that you do when working at camp. And for that, I'm grateful and so glad that I have been to Alleghany and been able to then get a job that is not related to it at all, but from the skills that I learnt there. So yeah, really great, and thanks Gainey for that.